Hello, what have we here?
How you get so big that you hold of this kind?
So we just got our first big piece of episode 9 news. I mean, unless you count the time that it got a director and then the time that it got a different director. This time is the first time we've gotten some big episode 9 news. And now we finally have the cast, and of course there's a lot of names on the list that we were expecting, some we were thinking, and some that are interestingly not there. So I'm gonna kind of go through the list, give you a breakdown on what I think is coming and what I think might not be. Now, of course, you can see this announcement for yourself on StarWars.com, or you can see the video that's kind of the breaking news special segment of the Star Wars show. I can link to both of those in the description if you want to see the official stuff, but that's where I'm getting my information from. So according to the article, it says Star Wars Episode 9 will begin filming at London's Pinewood Studios on August 1st. So that's really soon, and I'm really hoping that we really don't hear a whole lot about that. I really want to see Star Wars spoiler free as much as we can, and I know JJ's pretty good at keeping spoilers on lockdown, to the point there's even some rumors that the cast and crew of Episode 9 are being forced to use Nokia phones instead of smartphones. I have no idea if that's true. I just know that if the Empire used Nokia phones, somehow they would not have been destroyed in the Death Star explosions. But let's just get to the cast, shall we? We have Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac. These are, of course, the big players in these movies, who will, of course, be reprising their roles as Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, and Poe. We also have Lupita Nyong'o back, so that means we get more Maz, which is exciting, but I have more to say on that in a little bit, actually. We have Domhnall Gleeson, who's going to be reprising his role as Kylo Ren's punching bag, and I'm expecting him to be just as punchy as he has been in the last 2 films. Kelly Marie Tran is back as Rose. This is unsurprising considering there's like 5 members of the Resistance left at the end of The Last Jedi, and they probably need everyone they can get. Also, Rose is a pretty solid character, so, you know, no surprise that she's back. Juna Samato is back as Chewbacca. He's been playing the role since Peter Mayhew had to step down more due to medical reasons, and he's been doing a phenomenal job in the role, and he's also kind of a sweetheart, and if you're not following him on social media, I don't know what you're doing with your life. And then we have daughter of Carrie Fisher, Billie Lourd, who will be reprising her role as Connix. And then we have the new cast members, Naomi Ackie, Richard E. Grant, and Kerry Russell. Right now there's no word on what characters they will be playing in the film, but if you ask me, I'm putting my money on Rey's mom being Naomi Ackie. And then, of course, we have some veteran Star Wars actors coming back. We have Billy D. Williams, who will be playing Lando Calrissian, which is exciting. We're going to have Lando in the movie. This is one rumor that was actually correct for once. We have Anthony Daniels, who will be playing C-3PO. And then we'll have Mark Hamill, who will, of course, be reprising his role in Force Ghost form as Fire Lord Ozai. But here's where things start to get really interesting. Princess Leia will be back, played by Carrie Fisher. So there's been a lot of discussion on how they're going to handle this. Are they going to kill her off screen? Is she going to be seen from behind and die in an explosion in the first couple of minutes of the movie? How are they going to handle this exactly? Lucasfilm has long said that they were not going to do a CG character like they did with Tarkin, and they were not going to recast the role. Well, it seems like they found a way to make it work. According to the article, the role of Leia Organa will once again be played by Carrie Fisher using previously unreleased footage shot from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I alluded when I was talking about Lupita Nyong'o that Maz was going to be in the movie. I really wonder if we're going to have new scenes with Maz, or if Maz is going to be in the movie because of The Force Awakens. One of the things that got cut was a scene between Leia and Maz regarding Luke's lightsaber. We actually see the scene in the trailer. If you watch, I can't remember if it's the theatrical or the teaser for The Force Awakens, but it's the one where we hear Luke Skywalker's voice and he's like, "The Force is strong in my family. My sister has it." And the shot in that sequence, you see Maz handing a lightsaber to a woman's hand, and it's actually Princess Leia. So there's a whole sequence where Maz has left Tekadana, her castle there, and gone to the Resistance base, and there they kind of have a conversation. So I think this is where we're going to have some scenes with Princess Leia, and I think it's possible that this is where Maz will be too. So I'm going to be very curious to know if we actually have new things with Maz, or if we're also going to be reusing Force Awakens Maz. Another thing I kind of want to talk about here is kind of funny. Kerry Russell was actually not in the article when it first got published on StarWars.com. I didn't keep a screenshot of it, and I kind of wish I had, but I remember as soon as the announcement came out, we were all talking about how it was weird that Kerry Russell wasn't in it, and then the Star Wars show dropped their breaking news segment, and it had Kerry Russell in it, and now the article on StarWars.com says Kerry Russell. So there's some, like, legit Illuminati stuff going on here. My guess to her character, she'll be the older sister of Rey who shows up so they can commiserate over how much their parents suck and Rey can talk about her new boyfriend. Now that we've talked about who is in the cast, let's talk about who's not in the cast. Here's some notable exceptions. We have Benicio del Toro, who will not be back as DJ. And if you ask the guy that I talked to on my way out of The Force Awakens back in 2015, it's probably because DJ is clearly Ezra, and Ezra has gone back to hang out with the space whales. Other notable exception would be Gwendolyn Christie. There appears to be no Captain Phasma. Yes, I know she died in The Last Jedi, but she also kind of died in The Force Awakens. I'm wondering if we're actually going to get Phasma back or not. Personally, I love the character of Phasma. I still love the character of Phasma in The Force Awakens, even before we got the Phasma novel and the Phasma comic, which only made me love her more. I would really like to see Phasma come back, and this is not one of my sarcastic asides. I genuinely would love to see Phasma come back, and I would love to not know that Phasma is coming back and have her just appear, because that scene in The Last Jedi would have been so much better if we just didn't know it was coming. However, how charming and wonderful Gwendolyn Christie was on the press junket, almost worth it. So that's my thoughts on the casting right now. Obviously, more news is going to be coming out. We'll bring you more stuff as it comes forward. We're also going to be discussing this a little bit more as some more details come out. Make sure you keep it here as we discuss more Episode 9 news going forward. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Porthaven Forums and visit port-haven.com for even more. These are great places to follow us and find out when we're going to be doing live streams and that sort of thing. We love talking to you, whether it's in a live stream or in the comment section here, so please let us know what you're thinking, leave us your thoughts, leave us your theories, and until next time, keep it real and fly casual.
Cooking candy bar.